Hey everyone, it's Mike from Damascus Enterprises. I'm going to do a little talk today about watering lawns, watering practices, just things that most people with new plants would like to know. I got a couple different things of watering lawn styles to go over with you, show you which one would actually work best for your trees and shrubs, what would work best for your annuals, and which one would work best, basically just cleaning up things. Just hang out with me for a little bit. Got a couple small little videos that'll come through with this, and yeah, and when we're done, I'll have a little more information for you to go over, just to kind of give you a little bit more info on timings, things like that. But you have to remember, when it comes to watering, timings, okay, so 2 minutes here, 3 minutes, that kind of stuff is more of a guideline. It's not exact. Everybody's yard, everybody's soil, everybody's mulching is different. So you need to make sure that you check your soil, check your plant material before and after you water to make sure you either don't need to water because it already has enough, or you need to water some more because it wasn't done enough. Got three basic things here. We got a watering and feed, we have a dial and spray, and we have just the regular diffuser. So let me show you what all these kind of look like. So this is the regular diffuser here. Just basically the holes that it needs to make it so that you're not digging trenches in your garden when you're watering your plant material. We have the dial and spray here with all the bells and whistles, and then we have the Miracle-Gro diffuser, but it also gives you the ability to dial in a certain type of spray pattern. Out of the three of these, trees and shrubs should only be watered with the diffuser style, this style. The dial and sprays, yes, they have all the bells and whistles and they look really cool, but not recommended for your trees and shrubs. It does look like they're putting down a lot of water, but in fact it's a smaller stream and the amount of water that's put down is not as much. The diffuser is the best way to go, gives you the most uniform stream across through the flow and everything. And then these Miracle-Gro ones, they're nice for your flowers and your baskets and your mixed containers. Biggest issue with fertilizer in a liquid form like that from Miracle-Gro is that it's great for those flowers and things like that, but don't recommend using it for your trees and shrubs. You want to use something that's more of a slow release fertilizer that'll release over a period of time and you won't have a chance of burning. But with this here, if you're using it on your annuals and your flowers and things like that, usually it's every 7 to 14 days, depending on how much you want to put down to keep everything fed and doing well. So here's the dial and spray, give you kind of an idea. Yeah, it's nice. Got a little bit of spray to it, but the smaller holes, they clog up and get real distorted pretty quick. Here's the dial and spray Miracle-Gro. I just have it set on water right now, but you can see you can change it to water to feed or off. I have it on the shower setting. It's not a bad spray, but from where you need to water, which I'll show you here in a little bit, it's not the best one unless you really want to be sitting on the ground next to where you're watering. Okay, so here's it's the regular old diffuser. See how gentle that spray is, how even it is, how uniform. That's going to give you your best watering. Now, I realize this is a shorter wand, but you can get them longer so that you can actually stand up and be able to water at the base of your plants. But I'll show you here in a minute kind of what I'm talking about. So when water your plant material, the idea is to get the water to the root ball, to the root system, depending on how old or new your plant material is. You want to be watering down here, not spraying it all over the leaves where you can cause issues with fungus and problems down the road. This is an established plant, but when you're dealing with new plant material, like these roses here, you need to water at the base. Now, watering the leaves and everything aren't going to do a whole lot. You need to make sure that gets to the root system. If it doesn't get to the root system, until these plants get established, just wetting down all the mulch and everything around them isn't going to help them. whether it's a rose or another type of shrub, boxwood, anything, trees, all that kind of stuff. Watering the leaves and the mulch around it really doesn't help them out, because until that root system grows out of that root ball, I mean, once it's loosened and put in the ground, once that root system grows into the ground, yes, it can start taking moisture from the soil around it, but when you're dealing with a new root system, it's not going to take anything. So all that soil that you're wetting on the outside, you're doing a couple things. You're wasting water, and you're just creating areas where fungus can grow because there's so much water there that nothing's drawing it out. So keep in mind when you're watering your plant material that you'd use your watering wands at the base of the plants, not over the top. Because spraying it over the top doesn't help the plant grow. You want to get that water to the root system. That's where it needs it. That's where it takes it up to help the plant grow. So now you've had a chance to see a few of the products that are out there and give you kind of an idea of what you can do to water your plant material properly. Watering at the base, not on top of the plant material, so that the water gets to the root system. Not here, you just don't want to water the plants on the top. Cause fungal issues on the leaves and stuff like that. It can actually cause burning. Certain times of the day, if you get a lot of sun, you put some water on there, you can actually cause burning. It's like little magnifying glasses, and you'll get little burn spots. All those things are possible. So the best thing to do is water at the base of your plant. With your trees and shrubs, things vary. Shrubs and smaller plants, you're a couple minutes per plant with that really nice diffuser wand. Trees, you really want to do an open-ended hose with a slow trickle at the base of the tree, checking to make sure you don't overwater, because the symptoms of watering too much mimic the symptoms of not watering enough. Because basically what happens if you underwater, you're not getting the moisture to the plant, so the plant wilts. If you overwater, the tips of the roots rot off and the water can't get into the plant, and the plant wilts. So you have to check your soil. Stick your finger down in the soil, move the mulch away, see what the consistency of the soil is. Make sure there's a good moisture content in the first 2 to 3 inches during the season. If it's not there, give it some water. If it's really wet, make sure you hold off, but still check back, because you don't want to say, oh, it was fine yesterday, and you get a 95-degree day with heavy winds and things like that, and it sucks all the moisture out of that plant, and it dries up that soil. You need to help replace that, supplement that water for a plant, newly planted plant. Also, I was talking about the new trees and shrubs when they're put in, until the root system actually moves outside of that root ball and roots into the soil around it, it's not going to take any moisture from that soil. So watering all that extra mulch and everything is not helpful. You want to water at the base of the plant so that the water gets right at the root system. That way the plant has the best chance, grows well, takes care of it. So if you have any questions about anything, let us know. Take a look at our website, some other videos. We got a lot of neat stuff coming along. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful day.